Myself, Mayank Patil, and my topic is India's slow industrial growth. India's industrial growth has been sluggish over the past decade, with the manufacturing sector's contribution to the GDP stagnant at around 16 to 17%, which is well below the targeted 25% under the Make in India initiative. This slowdown stems from several issues. First is the infrastructural bottleneck, which is poor road and rail connectivity, inadequate ports, and unreliable power supply. This increases the production cost and delay the movement of goods, making India's products less competitive globally. Second, regulatory hurdles like complex labor laws, inconsistent state policies, and lengthy approval processes discourage both domestic and foreign investment. Third, limited access to the credit due to high level of non-performing asset has restricted the industrial financing, particularly for the small and medium enterprises. Additionally, a lack of skilled workforce is a major challenge, with significant gap between industrial requirement and the available skill set. This leads to low productivity. Finally, the global trade tension and rising protectionism have weakened export demand, particularly in textiles, automotives, and electronic sector. Historically, India's industrial growth gained momentum after the 1991 economic reforms, which opened market and attracted foreign investment. However, the global financial crisis of 2008 disrupted this progress, and recovery since then has been inconsistent. The government's Make in India initiative, which was launched in 2014, aimed to revive the manufacturing, but this has faced execution challenges and some policy gaps. To address this, India needs to focus on five key areas. First, the infrastructural development. Modernizing roads, railway, and port should be prioritized over the next, say, 5 to 7 years to reduce cost and improve efficiency. Second, regulatory reforms like single window clearances and flexible labor laws should be implemented within the next 2 to 3 years to create a business friendly environment. Third, improving access to credit by setting up industrial finance bank and supporting SMEs and MSMEs should be targeted within the next 2 years. Fourth, the skill development should be expanded. Vocal training and industrial aligned curriculums should be addressed in the upcoming years. Lastly, boosting exports by integrating into global value chains and negotiating trade agreements should increase the competitiveness within the next 3 years. However, implementing these measures won't be easy due to the political opposition, bureaucratic delays, and resistance from labor unions. External factors like global trade volatility and rising oil prices should also complicate recovery. Despite these challenges, with strategic reforms and consistent execution, India can position itself as a global manufacturing leader, driving economic growth and creating millions of jobs in the next decade. Thank you.